Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Raphael Dawkins with the Combat Radio, and we are live. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What we talking about today? It's all in the title. It's all in the title. It's the hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on a second. It's all in the title. It's the Bud Crawford. It's the Bud Crawford. Yeah, Bud Crawford. It's the Errol Spence. And it's the Alhaymon. And it's the carry on. The carry on up the Khyber. It's what's going on with the negotiations. It's the statement. Bud Crawford is a man of few words. And why is the music so loud? No momento, mommy, slow your tempo. Let's get that down. So we're talking about all of that. And but first, let's do the sound check. See how we sounded. Cut the noise. Bring in. See how we sounded. Okay. Cut the noise. Okay. Sounding very decent. But from doing that, I can see where's the advert? Where's the advert? Am I not monetizing this? Let's go into the back door. Let's go into the back door and sort that out immediately. You know what I mean? Get a couple of pennies. What is this? Monetization off. Let's correct that before we go any further. What's this here? Terence Crawford, Errol Spence live show. Those are the playlists. Let's save that. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Okay. Those fields have been left blank. My bad. Let's sort that out now. Let's boom. Boom. What else do we need to do before we commence with the show proper? Okay. But Crawford spills the tea on Spence, Haymon, and Black, or rather BLK Prime. Okay, so we're going to be talking about all of them things. Hold on a second. Let's put this in there. Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio. Let's get that all up in there too. Boom. Okay. Let's make sure we get a couple of pennies for this. Monetization. Boom. Maybe I should start putting adverts in the middle of the shiznicks. I never tend to do that. Limited ads. OMG. Put me on limited ads already. I'll have to deal with that later. Request and appeal. Madness, I tell you. Madness. Do you see the madness that the Rafi has to go through just to bring this shizzle home to you? Smash that like button on your way in. I just did. You can too. Okay. What are we doing? First things first. Let's drop the link. Boom. 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 Okay. Here for a good time. Not a long time. Rafi tired. Oh, you had to bring this thing to market. Let's take a sip of my water. Who we got in here? Early. Beg your pardon. Just burped. Don't want to burp in the mic. Yes. Or as Spence would say, please out, please. You reckon Spence is ducking? Or is he Aldous ducking? Damn, the bronze plumber up in the building. I ain't seen or heard of the bronze plumber in a while. Good to see. You know, just happened to my phone. Just restarted of its own accord. What the hell's going on? I hope this ain't Putin. I hope this ain't Putin playing his little silly games, trying to hack in through the defense systems, trying to get over the moat at the RDCR compound. Dime. Okay. So what's going on? Okay, what's going on is, well, let's let the thing play. Let the thing play. I think this thing is going to be way too loud. That's the problem. That's the problem with Instagram. They're just too damn loud. They got no volume control on half of their stuff. So how am I going to deal with this? I'm going to have to bring the volume down and the master volume down. And let it play like so. Uh-oh.
BLK Prime pay-per-view.
Tell him again, bud.
I'm in training camp preparing for David Avanesian. Watch it live on BLK Prime pay-per-view.
Boom. Okay. David Avanesian. He's training for David Avanesian. It's Bud Crawford. And he came out with a big statement. Yeah, gave my account to someone, now got it. Gave your account to someone, damn. The bronze plumber's account is exchanging hands for large amounts. Let's get the volume back to where it needs to be. Yeah, there. And let's bring the music back. Okay. It's like crypto. The bronze plumber's account is like crypto. It goes up and he sold it high and then he bought it back for low. Yeah, let's test the bell. The bell's working fine. Just like Black Prime. Okay, boom. Let's hold that there. Let's get into it. We're not really gonna mess around. I ain't got time to mess around. We're not here for we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Where do we begin? Okay. Let's just go straight into the let's go straight into it. Boom. Oh my gosh. What kind of issues are we gonna run into with this playing at full volume? Is there a volume? Oh, there's volume control on this. Okay, well, that's cool. Okay, so as you know, I did a video on it. As a matter of fact, how did that video do? Let me just have a quick check. Okay. Moderate, very moderate. So are people not interested in that topic? I don't know. We're about to find out. Okay. I think it's a very interesting topic. People are interested in the topic. I've seen a lot of demand for the topic, content on the topic. So I'm talking about the topic. I mean, it's got to be one of the most desired fights out. Okay, it's got to be one of the most desired fights out there. Right, so it's a fight that people have been waiting for. People have been wanting. So obviously, with the final happening, or the fight thus far not having happened, inevitably, people are going to want to know why. People are asking why. People have been asking why for years. They've been speculating about why the damn thing hasn't happened yet. People want to know why. Let's get it on. Well, Terrence Bud Crawford came out and told us why it hadn't happened. Told us why it hadn't happened. So, boom. Let's hear it. His own words. Terrence, Spence, Crawford, tell the people what's up.
I'm about to give it to y'all raw and uncut. You know, I started talking to Team Spence, I would say, and Haymon and them about May, you know, right after his fight, you know, just going back and forth. You know, they sent me a proposal with the interest of Spence and Crawford fight. We didn't get a contract until August, and you know, it was just kind of like a regular contract. You know, it wasn't nothing. It was initial proposal. It wasn't even a contract. It was a proposal, and Spence, Crawford, the intentions of us fighting. Okay, so we going on the basically the negotiations of what a contract would look like before we actually got the actual contract. Al goes in to saying a guy that I don't know, never represented me, not affiliated with Team Crawford.
Okay, so this was a really interesting move. Because what Bud is saying there, is that basically Al Haymon just sent in a guy to represent Bud. Placed a guy to represent Bud, who Bud didn't know. So we say, yeah, this guy is going to be your representative through negotiations. He's going to be a lawyer, etc., blah, blah, blah. Al Haymon says that. But Bud said he don't know him. So how the hell are you putting a guy in place to represent me, a guy I don't know, a guy who don't work for me? I can break that down for anybody who ain't seen the video. How that works, Al Haymon is a music guy. You know, he cut his teeth in the music industry. And one of the ploys in the music industry is when an artist gets a contract. When an artist gets a contract, they appoint a lawyer for you. They appoint somebody to say, hey, who's your lawyer? No, forget about him. We got a good one. You ain't got a lawyer? No, we got a good one. Yeah, this guy here. He's going to be your go-to guy. He's going to be a lawyer. He's going to represent your best interests. Yeah, he's going to take care of you. This guy here, they go, oh, thank you. Yeah, no. That guy works for the company. He works for the firm. He works in the music industry, he works for the record label in the music industry. Or he works for the promoter. So he works for the promoter. Yeah, I was lawyer cousin representing, but there we go. Yeah, he works for the promoter. So the promoter puts in a guy in place, allegedly working for you, but actually he's working for the promoter. So Bud says, what the hell's going on here? But let me tell you, that's a music industry ploy. That's a ploy used in the music industry. So Bud said, what's going on? What's going on? Take it away, Bud Crawford.
Have no whatsoever place in Team Crawford's, stable representing me in a contract which I have no nothing upon that I agreed to. So basically, that was a standpoint of what the contract would look like. So basically, I'm talking to Al. I'm like, Al, come on, man. I don't even know this guy. You know, how can you do that? And he's like, well, the guy stated he's a part of your team, and
he says, "Come on now, I don't even know this guy. I don't even know this guy. How you gonna do that?" And I was saying, "Oh, the guy stated he's a part of your team, and that's just some crooked shizzle. That's just some crooked shizzle right there."
Whatnot. And, you know, we going back and forth, you know. I was a good dude, man. I was a, you know, charming guy, you know. He's a cool dude, you know. I kind of like talking to him, but at the same time.
So Al is a charismatic, cool dude, smooth talking, slick walking kind of guy. Yeah, a charismatic, cool dude. So you notice, even though Al's trying to pull a okie doke on him, he's still saying that Al is a cool dude. So the guy trying to do the okie doke on you, but you still get the feeling the guy's a cool dude. The guy, how cool is he when he's trying to pull the okie doke? When he's trying to pull the okie doke on you, how cool is he really?
Spence is our guy. I'm not. So of course he's going to do what's best for, you know, his fighter, his guy. That's like, you know, any other manager / advisor would do. He would do the best for his fighter. So, you know, me and Al, we talk on the phone, you know. I get advice from other guys in PBC. They tell me, you know, be careful, make sure the deal is right. They tell me make sure you don't get fucked. You know, just normal things from guys that's in they stable that I'm friends with. You know, I honestly can say I'm friends with. So, you know, we going on and on. You know, and of course me and Al, you know, we going back and forth about, you know, the numbers. We're not going back and forth about anything else. We just going back and forth about the numbers. All in all, I have 2 companies, you know, that reach out to me that, you know, wanted to give me a Spence $25 million guaranteed.
$25 million. Two companies reaching out to Bud. Two companies reaching out to Bud, offering $25 million each a piece. How did I respond to that?
$25 million guaranteed up front.
Guaranteed up front.
A real guy like myself, I call Spence. Hey, bro, look, listen. You know what I mean? I got this company that's willing to give us $25 million a piece, guaranteed. What's up? What you gonna do? He like $25 million. What about the back end? I'm like, dude, listen. If they make their money back, then we get 80-20. You know what I mean? It's simple math. I said, man, we got people all still in the fight. They got the fire sticks. He laughed. He like, man, I got a fire stick too. I'm like, see? I'm like, man, ain't nobody really buying, you know what I mean, pay-per-views no more. I said, man, we get this upfront money and we good. It's a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
Get the upfront money.
One thing about me and I would say the difference between me and the difference between Spence is I'm really my own boss now, and he's not. He got to go through Al. He got to go through, you know what I mean, his team and ask them if he can do certain things that I don't have to know. Yeah, I might have had to when I was with Top Rank because I was signed to Top Rank and they was my promotional company. So of course I had to go to Top Rank and ask them to get me this fight or do this for me or do that for me because I was obligated to do certain things by their standard because I was signed to them. But now that I'm a free agent and I'm free to do whatever I want, I'm the one sitting at the table. I'm the one that's talking directly to these high individuals. Errol Spence not talking to Terrence Crawford about the fight. Errol Spence wasn't at the table. Errol Spence can't tell you or show you a contract that says Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. That he was there on the negotiations of. He can't do it. So he had to go back and ask Al for permission, if he can, take this big chunk of lump sum of money to fight Terrence Crawford, which he didn't call me back, so I proposed it to Al. I hit up Al. I'm like, Al, listen, man, I got this big hedge fund company out here. They claim they know you. Not one, but two. Not one, but two. I need two companies willing to put 20 plus million in both of our pocket, guaranteed. Al told me straight up, I'm not letting nobody touch this fight. Like, all right, cool. But I'm like, why? He like, why would you want to put a ceiling on yourself? Why you want to put a cap on yourself?
So that made me laugh. When he goes to Al, and he says, yeah, with the proposal, 25 mil a piece. Al says, why would you want to put a cap on yourself? Why would you want to put a cap on yourself? So on the one hand, Al's saying, why would you want to put a cap on yourself? And on the other hand, Al's giving him no guarantee. He ain't saying, here's your 10 mil guarantee. Here's your 5 mil guarantee. Here's your 1 mil. He ain't guaranteeing him diddly squat. But yet still, when he comes with a proposal he's got from two separate companies, 25 mil a piece. Al says, why would you want to put a cap on yourself? Now, if that ain't talking out the side of your neck, I don't know what is. So if Al's saying it's going to be implying it's going to be such a big money maker, then how the hell is it that Al ain't given Terrence Crawford no guarantee? How the hell that work? Don't put a cap on yourself. Oh, sorry, you got no guarantee. Nothing up front, only on the back end. That sounds like a complete and utter load of crapola. And as a matter of fact, rat-a-tat-tat, if you're gonna do it like that, then you better bump up my percentage. Because if I'm effectively working for free with no guarantee, you better bump up my percentage. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, let's continue.
I'm like, well, that's not putting a cap on myself. If this company is taking a risk, then, risk, high risk, high reward. If that's the case, I can't seem to see a fight that's been doing millions, since Floyd and them. So, that was an altercation, I asked Al, I said, since this fight is dragging on with me and Spence, and we can't get things together, why don't I come out and meet you with my lawyer and we just wrap it up? Just me and you and my lawyer. Al said, his mother was, what I mean?
Okay, so Spence, Crawford says, well, why don't, listen, since this thing is dragging us, why don't me and you get together? Why don't I fly out with my lawyer, get together, sit around the table and thrash this thing out so we come to a conclusion. How about that? How about that? How about that?
Not doing too well, and I honor that and I respect that. You know, family first. I'm a family or together. Why don't I come out and meet you with my lawyer and we just wrap it up? Just me and you and my lawyer. Al said, you know, his mother was, you know what I mean, not doing too well, and I honor that and I respect that. You know,
Al said that his mother's not doing too well, you know, so they couldn't meet. They couldn't meet up. Remember when Shelley Finkel declined to meet Eddie Hearn when he was trying to get a deal to fight Joshua Wilder? Remember that? Shelley Finkel made himself unavailable. Reminds me of that. I'm not saying that Al's lying, that his mom's not doing too well, but hold on a second. I understand that. But are you still doing business or not? Is the shop open or is it not open? Mom's got a nurse, yeah? Is the shop open or is the shop not open? It's one or the other. It's either open or it's not open. The shop is either open or the shop is closed. If you're looking after your mother and the shop is closed, well, say that then. But if your mother's got a nurse and you can be away for a couple of hours to be in the boardroom, you got some business premises, I would imagine. You can spend a few hours in the boardroom, maybe. Yeah, can you spend a few hours in the boardroom to tie this thing up? Is the shop open or is the shop closed?
Family first. I'm a family oriented type of guy, so I know what it is, you know, to, you know, put your family first. So I'm cool with that. But then again, you know, as negotiations still drag on, and I had stated that I wanted to fight in this year, I asked Al again because we seemed like we wasn't getting nowhere. So I asked Al. I said, Al, listen, why don't you get Spence and you, since you his representative, and I'll get myself and my lawyer, and we just make this fight. You know what I mean? Anything we gotta do, we can do it right there and sign, seal, deliver. And Al told me straight up, that ain't never happened in the history of ever, where two fighters sit down at the table and they come to an agreement and they get a fight made.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yep, you can hear it. Yep. All okay. Okay, good. Thank you. So Al says, can you tell me when two fighters have got around the table and made a fight? Well, what about your boy Deontay Wilder? Didn't he get around a metaphorical table, a virtual table with Tyson Fury? Didn't they get around the table? Didn't they boast about getting around the table and making the fight themselves? They just got on the phone. They just got on the phone with a conference call, sat around a metaphorical table, a virtual table, and made a deal, made a fight. Wasn't that your boy Deontay Wilder and the Gypsy King? The Bronze Bomber and the Gypsy King? Didn't they do that, Al? You forgot about that? You forgot about that, Al? What the hell? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Like that. That ain't never happened in the history of ever, where two fighters sit down at the table and they come to an agreement and they get a fight made like that. Not even Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. So I'm like, okay, well, it's the first time for everything. I never heard of a fighter ever taking zero guarantee in a fight. I never heard of a fighter of a 4-rounder taking 0% of a guarantee. That is something that's new to me, but that's something that I was willing to do to make this fight happen. You know, a lot of people, you know, they say, oh, well, Terrence, you ducked, or Terrence, you did this and you didn't want to fight Spence. I'm the only one that was taking all the risks. You know, I told him, all right, cool. I take no guarantee. I'll take, the less end of the money, you know, whatever it is you want, I'll take it because that's how much confidence I got that I'm gonna beat that man. That's how much confidence I got I'm gonna beat that man. So, even though I know I was getting fucked in the long run, I just, wanted a little transparency. I said, okay, if I'm gonna bet on myself and I'm gonna go against all the odds, then I wanna, a little transparency. Of course, I wanna be able to write off on, things that's gonna affect my check. Of course, I wanna see if the numbers add up to what they telling me. You're not gonna go in. It's just simple to me to think that a person will go in a business with a person 50-50, and this person will tell them, well, you got to give me 50% down, and I give you 50%. And then you say, oh, well, I'm not going to tell you how much we really made, but I'm going to just give you this. You just got to trust me. Come on now. It don't make no sense. I never was offered a guarantee, not once. I never, was given anything. But here, you want this fight? We gonna fuck you, and then you got what you want. But that's how much confidence and faith.
Seems clear to me that Al put up roadblocks, stumbling blocks, didn't want to show the back end, didn't want to put up money up front. He tried to make the deal as unappealing as possible. That's what it looked like to mine. I genuinely believe Spence is not ducking. He's just doing whatever his master says, and Big Al does not want the Bud fight until Bud is totally aged out. Yeah, I must say I concur. Al is the holdup. What else? What else we got?
I ain't even gonna make sure he's good. He's in the best position to win this fight. Of course he is. He supposed to. Errol Spence gonna make 8 million, eight figures. He's gonna make 8 figures without me. So basically, he telling me, well, Errol Spence gonna does. Al told me if I don't take this fight, he's just gonna go and Errol Spence gonna make 8 million, eight figures. He's gonna make 8 figures without me. So basically, he telling me, well, you take this fight or leave it, or you got nothing. Basically, because we've been dragging and dragging and dragging. So when I don't know for taking a fight with a tough opponent, you may not know him, but
David Avanesian, for my friends, American friends who don't know, David Avanesian is a tough competitor. He ain't no joke. So if you don't know David Avanesian, how would I rank him? I would rate him up there with a mean machine. I would rate him up there with a mean machine. You know how tough the mean machine was? You saw the mean machine drop Bud Crawford. Saw him drop Bud Crawford. Well, I would rate David Avanesian up there with a mean machine. That's how tough David Avanesian is. So this ain't going to be no walk in the park. People are acting like David Avanesian is a walk in the park. He ain't no walk in the park. Shake your head. Young figures up in the building. Let us continue.
He's a tough opponent for a bigger purse, a guarantee that I wasn't even going to get. You crazy in the head. You crazy in the head. So now here we go. Back to square, one. Like, what do you really expect? You expect me to be disrespected, ran over, stepped on, and just sit there and just take it. That's crazy. That ain't even my style. See, me personally, I wasn't even gonna say nothing because I'm not the talkative type. And y'all pretty much know that. But sometimes, you know, you gotta say what's real. You gotta say what's on your mind, and you gotta stop letting these people just do what they want with you. A lot of people say, well, did he ask to see Bob Arum's books? Did he ask for transparency with Bob Arum? No, I didn't. You know why? A lot of y'all probably don't even know why. But I was signed to Bob Arum. I wasn't my own boss. I was given a guarantee on every single fight that I fought for Bob Arum in Top Rank. That's the difference. Back and forth, numbers, boom, 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 boom. So the transparency part, you know, that was the drag. Where was Errol Spence at?
Transparency. That was the problem. That was the problem. Al wasn't into the transparency part of it. That was the problem. That was the problem.
I didn't hear Errol Spence. Where was the tweets? I didn't hear the tweets.
Where was Errol Spence? Where's Errol Spence?
Where was the guy at? He was under a rock.
Ha.
If you're a real one, like you say you is, like the truth, you'll come out and tell the truth. Tell the truth, buddy.
Ha.
Come on, man.
Come on, buddy.
I called you and told you, listen, I got this bread on the table, man. What is you doing? What is you doing? You're not your own boss, my dude. So stop saying that you your own boss. Stop saying that you the truth and you this and you that, but you got to answer to a lot of people, my dude. You got to answer to a lot of people, and I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They got you to where you is now. They got you to where you is now.
They got you to where you is now.
But, you know, I don't know. I'm just saying. But like, when you look at it, a lot of people say, oh, well, why you didn't fight Boots? Or why you didn't fight Ortiz? Them names that never came up. I would have fought them names in a heartbeat. Come on, man. I'm the best fighter in the world. Who you think I am? Who you think I am? I'm the best fighter in the world. I always fought in my mandatories. I ain't never ducked my mandatories. But, you know, yet and still, I hear through the grapevine, Spence is about to fight a guy that he promised and he swore that he wasn't going to fight.
Keith Thurman.
Which is Keith Thurman. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what's floating around.
So it looks like after all these shenanigans, after the stumbling block named Al Haymon, looks like it's gonna be Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman. Guy Spence said he would never fight. It looks like that's going to be the fight because Al Haymon has been a stumbling block.
So, what's up with the trueness with that? But you know why he got to fight Thurman? You want to know why he fighting Ortiz or Boots? Come on, man, it's obvious. Who's Spence gonna fight besides me? That's gonna make $20 million. Nobody. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I don't know how truthful it is, but Floyd say, he's the spokesman of PBC and he's our right-hand man. We done heard that on numerous occasions. And Floyd came out and said that the fight wasn't happening in this year. So y'all mad at me for going to get a bag?
Floyd said the fight wasn't happening this year. 2020. Said it was happening in 2023. That's what Floyd said, you know, the spokesman of PBC. He got shares in PBC. Seems that way. Floyd said it wasn't happening in 2022. It's going to happen in 2023. So what the hell? They're trying to long the thing out. They're dragging their ass. They're dragging their ass in the dirt and expecting Crawford to just sit around, malinga, do the malinga,
Y'all mad at me for
do the sugar boy malinga.
Come on, man.
You mad at him?
Turn up with BLK Prime.
BLK Prime is going to turn up with BLK Prime. He's going to get paid some BLK Prime money. And it's been clarified to me that Daniel Kinahan is not involved. You know, that common sense says, common sense tells you that Daniel Kinahan cannot be involved because, you know, if you get involved with Daniel Kinahan, if you take Daniel Kinahan's money in boxing right about now, you end up in big trouble. Big trouble. Look at what's happened to Tyson Fury. He can't fly. He can't fly out. He's like a pigeon with his wing clipped. You know what I'm saying? Remember when he's coming out with all that big talk about, I'm not going to fight in England anymore because the people haven't respected me. I haven't got me just due. Look at him now. He's like a pigeon with his wing clipped. He's like an overgrown. He's like a pigeon with a thyroid problem with his wing clipped. Can't fly out. So now he's trapped in England. He's trapped in the country he had previously denounced. Like a pigeon with a thyroid, overgrown pigeon with a thyroid problem. OMG.
Do our thing, man. We stepping up to the plate, man. They turning boxing around, man.
BLK stepping up to the plate, turning boxing around, man.
All the biggest fights, you know what I mean, going through them. You know, they the new wave.
New wave.
You know? Hey.
You kids on the block.
Giving these fighters, you know what I mean, they just do.
Giving the fighters they just do.
You want to fight this guy, they're gonna make it happen.
Come over to BLK Prime. If you don't want your CEO all up in the video.
You know, but hey, my intentions is still the same. After this fight, Spence, you know what I mean, successful. I'm successful. He said he gonna spin the block. And let him spin the block so I can drop him off where he stands.
Spence says you're gonna spin the block. He gonna spin the block. Crawford said, well, let him spin the block so I can drop him off where he's staying. Knock him out of his damn boots. Knock him out of his crepe.
And that's just how I'm gonna keep it. It's just that simple. He spin the block. Yeah. We're gonna be ready for whatever. And y'all fans, y'all can, you know what I mean, chop it up and edit it and put it however y'all want and try to change the narrative or my words. But December 10th, you know what I mean, tune in to BLK Pride. Black Pride, baby. We in the building. Tune in, y'all. If y'all don't, you know what I mean, y'all some haters. If y'all do, you know what I mean, it is what it is, man. Support the kid.
It is what it is. Support the kid. It is what it is. Support the kid. Okay? Got through that quite nice and easy, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth like. Where we at? We do some checks in the background. See what's up. Let me check. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3. Check, baby. 1, 2. We 1, 2, 3. Check baby 1. What's that? Okay. Really ain't looking to spend too long on this. Let me have a look and see what's going on. Get your questions, get your comments in the chat. ASAP. We're here for a good time. We ain't here for a long time. No idea who the BLK primer, but it's an even worse name than the zone. I don't know. Nothing could be worse than the zone. Why the heck would a media organization use a name identifying with 15% of the U.S. population? BLK. Well, I mean, if you think the BLK stands for black, then you could be right or you could be wrong. You know what I mean? So there's a 50% chance. I'll give you 50% odds that you're right. What the hell's that? Get out of here, Adobe. 50% odds that you're right or you're wrong. You know what I mean? So maybe it's not. Maybe BLK doesn't stand for what you think it stands for. You know what I mean? It could be big league. Okay, big league. That's maybe a word in Swahili. Maybe a word in Swahili like kilichumba. Big league kilichumba. What does kilichumba means? It means big things happening. Bud didn't confirm a damn thing. Well, I'm going to counter argue on you and say Bud didn't confirm a damn thing. Bud took about 3-4 attempts to get it out. So he don't know how would Bud know what he stand for? I counter argue you and say Bud ain't got a damn idea what he stand for. He just speculating. Bud just speculating. That's what I'm saying. Speculating. You know what I mean? I don't think Bud knows what he stand for. Nobody knows what he stand for. Do you know what he stand for? You don't know what he stand for. I don't know what he stand for. Bud, I doubt Bud know what he stand for. Who know what he stand for? Who knows? Who knows? We don't know that. We don't know that. Like I said, I'm here for a good time, but we're not here for a long time. So anybody got anything to say, put it down. Get it down. Get it on up in here. You know what I mean? Get it on up in here. What else is there to say? What else is there to say? Bud got some back in. What do you expect him to do? What do you expect him to do? Just sit down, sit around, wait around till 2023? Nah. He went ahead. He got some, what do you call them? Hedge fund people. Got some hedge fund people contacted him. Got in contact with him, say, hey, I want to make you an offer. Prepared to listen? I said, sure. If it make money, it makes sense. What's your proposal? I said 25. I said 10 million. I'm going to give you 10 million to fight Abanesian. Probably going to give him like $500,000. Abanesian going to take that money. What about you? What about you? I say, well, yeah, I'll take that money. I'll take that money. You got proof of funds? You got proof of funds? He says, yes, certainly, sir. We have ample proof of funds. We'll put the money in escrow so you know for sure you're going to get paid. Well, hey, we can work with that. I can work with that. That's how they did it. That's how they're doing it. So Bud Crawford ain't going to sit around twiddling his thumbs. He told himself he ain't going to sit on his hands. He ain't going to sit on his hands and wait for them till 2023. Get rusty. Hell to the no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell no. To the no, no, no. No. So it's got a tough fight in David Avanesian, which I like that. I like that. Not taking a soft touch. It's gonna keep primed. Gonna keep primed with BLK. Prime. He's gonna stay ready. He's gonna stay ready and get paid in the meantime. I like it. I like the arrangement. I like the arrangement. What else is there? Anybody got any questions or statements? Get them in the chat right now. Raphael ain't malingering. I don't mind. What we saying? What else is there for me to say? There ain't jack shizzle left for me to say. I done said it all. Okay. So that's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the Errol. It's the Bud Spence telling you all how it is from his perspective. And I believe the cat. I believe what he say. I believe what he's saying. Alhaymon, stumbling block, stalling, dragging his ass. But I ain't having it. Errol Spence is going to be fighting Thurman. Maybe we get to see this fight in 2023. Maybe. Okay. But that's it. It's the Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the like, subscribe, comment, share. I am out. Blessed.